Okay, I've just taken delivery of this Shadow Fatboy outdoors patio heater. So we're going to open it up and see what we've got and initial thoughts, and then we're going to connect it up and see what sort of heat we get out of the thing. So this is the remote control version, so you can see the control point for that there. Just put that on there for a minute, let you guys have a look at that. Fairly chunky cable on that. Okay, I've unpacked everything now. I only got 3 of the wall fixings, and there is, you can see there's space for 4. I'm not unduly concerned about that because I probably didn't plan on using the fixings anyway. I bolted the little mounting bracket to this using the two wing nuts there, and you can just see that there is a further hole in the centre because at the minute there's no sort of side to side movement on that, but it's more than likely I'm going to need to fasten this to the wall, use one bolt through there, then this can actually pivot side to side, but we'll see where that goes, assuming this performs like I want it to do. Okay, so I've fastened the heater to this sack truck just so I can move this around and find out how effective this is going to be from various different distances from where I intend to be sitting outside. Before I purchased this, I bought an infrared heater from Amazon for about £85, something like that, 2 kilowatt, and it was absolute garbage. You literally needed to be on top of the thing to feel any heat from the thing, which wasn't really what I was after. So obviously that went back, and this is what we've got now. So on the little remote control sort of control box at the back there's a switch just on the bottom, 1 and 2. If you have it on position 1 or number 1, that turns on the remote control sort of receiver, that little blue ball you can see on the end there. If you switch it on to position 2, the heater is just on all the time. Just using the remote, you can see how quickly this will heat up. I'm just going to push the on button. There you go. Now I'm about, what's that going to be, 2 meters from the camera to the heater there, and this is comfortable. This is quite nice. I don't really know what this is going to be like outside at the minute, where you might have wind and things like that. So this is one of the reasons I put this on the trolley there, so I can wheel that about just to find the right distance, and then I can look at whether I can fix this to the wall or whether I'm going to need to set up a stand, because I think the furthest seating distance I'm going to be wanting to be away from this, I think it's about 2.5 meters. Now, whilst that might feel comfortable in a garage, that might be a different kettle of fish outside with a bit of wind and things like that, so it may need to come a little bit closer. So that's what I'm up to at the minute. But initially, I'm quite impressed with the distance this will actually travel. Okay, so I'm about 2.5 meters from the heater. It is just sort of rigged up temporarily there. I will put some conduit and a socket nearer the thing, but just for now, turn that on. And bearing in mind it is on my watch 4 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty cold outside. You wouldn't normally be sitting outside in this. You can feel the benefit. Whether or not you'd be comfortable sitting out in 4 degrees, I don't know, but certainly if you were a little bit warmer, that would top up quite nicely, I think. So regardless of whether it stays there or not, I may put a bracket that's a little bit longer away from the wall, so that will be a little bit closer to this seating position. I don't know, but certainly I can put a socket behind the heater, just to make that a bit neater, and decide what I want to do with the bracket later on. But for now, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. Okay, so originally I mounted the heater onto the wall, and it was just too far at this distance, about 2.5 meters. It was just mounted to the right of where it is, about 2.5 meters. It just was a little bit too far to actually reach this seat. So what I've decided to do is to mount it on it's actually a gate hinge, a 3-foot gate hinge, which has been painted white. This way I can swing this out, and I'll show you in a minute, and it will actually close that gap to this seating position and actually be pretty effective. The bonus is that with it in that position, it will also cover the picnic table quite adequately there as well. So I'll just quickly show you how this swings out. So yeah, it's what are we? It is 10 degrees Celsius at the minute, and it's quite pleasant underneath that. So yeah, just going to look forward to using this over the coming months, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So if you're in the market for an outdoors heater, this is definitely one I'd recommend you have a look at.